Today we've come to have a look at the finest view in England. Somebody called James White decided that this was the finest view in England. Now James White is also known as James Herriot. So welcome to Sutton Bank in the North Yorkshire National Park. Today we've got an 8.5 kilometre walk around and enjoying England's finest view, according to James Wright. James Wright, you think? Well, it's actually James Herriot, the famous veterinary writer. So let's crack on, get it done. We're going to have a great day. So I've just come across this bench here and a bit of a kissing gate. We're leaving the Cleveland Way and we're going down the nature trail footpath. Down there. It's quite a nice path down here. There's a few steps, a few roots and rocks. A bit muddy in places, just be careful. Fallen off the cliff, which is just to my right, which we've just come down. We're just heading down to Gormire Lake, which is a glaciated lake. Beautiful, this woodland. The big trees and the small trees. Lots of holly, oak, beech, rohan. Beautiful. So when you get to post 7, keep left down that way. There is a footpath which goes up to the right, but it's a bit indistinct and doesn't really take you to where we need to be. So we're going down this way. Okay, so we've got to a bit of a junction. We want to be following the white arrow which goes down to the lake. It's a little bit steep, but there are stairs put in place for us. There's a set of wooden steps coming all the way down. Some of the steps are a bit high, but you can get down fairly easily. So we can see the lake now, and I've no doubt you can hear the aircraft above us, the tow plane for the gliders. There's a gliding school on the top of the hill where we've just come down from. It said that Gorham Lake doesn't have an inflow, doesn't have a stream coming into it, and doesn't have a stream going out of it. Well, just here, just crossed over what I thought was a stream feeding it, but actually it's water leaving the lake and disappearing underground in a sinkhole just over there. It's a beautiful lake. Very wooded around the edges. A few little places to get a view. As you can see, there's bird life living on it. We've just come down that steep path, permissive path, and now we're following the edge of the wood. The edge of the lake. It's a beautiful lake. Sorry about the low sun. There doesn't appear to be any visible sign of a stream entering the lake or exiting the lake. So the water apparently comes from an underground spring feeding the lake, and then will evaporate or it'll soak away through the rocks. Just been talking to some locals, and they said that during World War II, a Lancaster bomber on its way back from a mission trying to find its base, there's quite a few bases around here, ran into trouble and ended up crashing into the lake. And they said that the lake is one of the deepest in England. You have to fact check that. But yeah, it's beautiful around here. that lake is beautiful, and you can walk all the way around it on a good path if you want to extend the walk. And we're sort of coming out of the woods now, and we're going to be heading over these fields to pick up a path that brings us back onto the top. Just got to the road end. And we go through this gate. This looks like it's a bit tricky. And we'll follow this track. So we're following this bridle way now, all the way to Tang Hall. Just arrived at this crossroads. The big gate is the driveway up to South Woods Hall. And as you can see, we're going through the wooden gate and following the track, which is the right of way. There's no right of way that way, and there is right of way that way. South Woods Hall. And that's where we're heading, Tang Hall. Just looking back, always remember to look back. There's a glider just above us. That's a bit steeper than what it looks, but we are climbing now. Be regaining the edge somewhere over there. But we've got to go along here first towards Tang Hall. So we're leaving the fenced track off and we're going down to Tang Hall, going through this gate across to Tang Hall, but we keep to the right of Tang Hall and then pick up a track which is going to lead us right and sort of up there somewhere. So we're at Tang Hall now. As you can see, it's a little squidgy underfoot. To be following the track that goes up there. So following this 2 track here. Sun's just come out. We're going up to the house, around the back of the house, and then we're picking up the field edge and the trees till that bit of a plantation finishes, and then we're turning right. It sort of flattens out a bit where you can see it's flat, and we're picking up another footpath which will take us back onto the edge. And through the back of the farm, and we need to be going through this wooden gate and then over to that finger post style, which will get us into the woods. So initially I thought we'd go through that gate, but in fact we climb up to that one there and then get into the woods. Beautiful sun rays, leaving the barking dog and Greendale farm behind, and we're climbing up now back up to the cliff edge. Beautiful. Hello. Got a nice view up here, haven't you, ponies? Hmm? We'll just come up there, come up through this gate. Greendale down there. And now we're following the bridleway to Littlemore, which is up here. And as long as you're either going up that one there or go through here, you're going in the right direction. It's just a bit of a pass through this woodland, and then we're into a bit more open country. We've just come up there. There's another bit of a gully down there with a wall. And then we're going up here. So that's most of the climbing done. Coming out of these woods now through this gate into this open area. And then we'll be taking a diagonal line left, right, back onto the edge. So we go through this gate. Then we handrail the wall to a crossroads of paths, and then we continue across the crossroads. Okay, so we've got to the crossroads now. And we want to be going straight across here and picking up a path that goes right. And that'll take us back up onto the cliff top edge. So we've not joined another path, but this one has turned to the right. And continue to climb. However, it's easing off a bit now. And we follow this all the way to the cliff top edge and the Cleveland Way, and we turn right and follow that all the way back to the car park. So that last section for us was a bit boggy, a bit muddy, I should say. To divert a little bit to the side to go around it. So the person in orange is on the Cleveland Way. So we've just got to go through this gate, follow the footpath, and that should take us back onto the Cleveland Way. Lovely. Beautiful. Here we are. back on the Cleveland Way. And we're turning and heading that way with our eyes on the sunset. Beautiful sun rays, the setting sun, another hour or so. So, what do I think about this walk? England's finest view, Sutton Bank in North Yorkshire. Well, we're inspired by James Herriot, who lived with his family about a mile and a half away from the viewpoint which he named the finest view in England. And it's not bad, to be honest. We've had lots of sort of peekaboo views of it all day. And yeah, it's beautiful. Whether it's the finest in England is subjective to what you've seen yourself. But it certainly is nice. I'm looking at the sun setting now and it's absolutely gorgeous. You know, you can see why he said it was the finest view in England. Yeah. So yeah, it's about 9 kilometres. We've taken our time because we're filming and it's been a bit muddy the time of year that we've come. But yeah, it's marvellous. £6 for car parking, there's toilets and a cafe. There's no public transport as far as I know, you have to come by car. We're on the Cleveland Way now and we're heading back. So yeah, get out here, give it a go, you'll really enjoy it. So until next time, happy hiking. So down that way is the Vale of York. I'm just watching the sun go down and some sun rays. Another 45 minutes or so, that'll be gone. And along that way is the Vale of Mowbray.